Hi, I'm Office Bloke Dave.
And I'm Ash.
Welcome to our reaction channel.
Well, it's mostly your reaction channel.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my reaction channel.
Yeah, I'm just here for the ride.
I'm just a ginger.
I'm just here for the good times and the massive dong that Office Bloke Dave's got.
Well, that's true. I have literally been thinking about that all week. Take two. I literally have been thinking about that all week in Cornwall. Like, as soon as we get back into our reactions, I was just like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. It's proper blindside you.
Good.
And I'm not good at these kind of things, am I?
No, it's good though. I like it. That's what I've been doing to Office Bloke Mike for 3 years now.
That's what you've been doing to me every time I try and yawn or like do anything.
It's fun. What can I say? Right then, we reacted to Oliver Anthony. And didn't expect it to go as crazy as it did, really.
No.
But it's like, is it almost 50,000 views?
I don't know about ours. I think
Ours
it's like
is
34 or something.
I think it's nearly 50, but either way,
the last time I checked, it wasn't.
Absolute tune. And I think I went on a little bit of a rant towards the end of it. I'm going to try not to this time. I'm feeling extremely ranty, even though we've already had a holiday.
He's covering a lot of stuff that is a big issue and a big topic for both of us. Obviously, it's more on the male side of things than it is for a female side of point of view. But the democratic sort of view and the people in the higher power and Richmond, as everyone corrected us,
Washington DC. Yeah. Which the thing I wasn't sure about with that is Washington is over on the upper west coast and Washington DC is on the east coast.
Yeah,
and I couldn't remember if it was DC there or there or there or there. Does that make sense? Because I couldn't remember and I just didn't want to guess. So I left it out. But
I'm terrible at geography, so I never try and guess.
The thing that's pissed me off about this a little bit is he's been co-opted. If you look at the comment sections, there's like lots of very conservative people that are saying, you're one of us. But he came out and said this song isn't about Joe Biden. It's bigger than that. It's about all politicians. And now people like conservative types are turning on him saying, you were our guy. And then there's loads of like lefty people there as well that are sort of... There seems to be a lot of people using him for their own narrative, whereas he's come out and said that he's very much centrist when it comes to politics. He's just a normal guy. Don't listen to him. He's just making music.
But that's what happens to pretty much every musician or artist. Like how many times have like artists have to like complain about their music being used in like ad campaigns and even like what was it? Lady Gaga got really upset because Trump was using one of her songs.
Didn't she sue him?
I think she did. I think she sued him. So it happens all the time when if you come up with something that somebody goes, yeah, he's on my side, and they take their own opinion from it, and then they can just completely warp the true message of it.
Art is open to interpretation. So by all means, when you hear a lyric, go, that speaks to me in this sort of way. It speaks to this ideal. Don't pretend that you know exactly what's being sung about. And I now speak for the artist because I feel like we relate somehow.
But yeah, I hear a different side to a song every time I listen to it, depending on what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Rich Men North of Richmond got used in a political debate, and he since came out and said, because my whole Instagram is just Oliver Anthony, like quotes from him saying, I'm not this, I'm not that, sort of thing. And it was used in a bloody political debate. And he was like, no, it's about you people. It's about all of you on that stage the song's about. And it just shows how out of touch and deluded I don't think they're
that deluded. I think they see something get popular and they go, we can appeal to the younger generation or the what's hip right now. It's just
like anti-authority sort of punk music, but done in a bluegrass sort of folk way.
I know.
And to use it for political gains is a bit like, you're missing the point now, aren't you? Anyway, we're doing a lot of talking.
We do this a lot.
His other stuff might be shit.
Oh, come on. He's got an incredible voice. He's a really good musician. I don't see that happening. But
he is a beardy ginger with white eyebrows, which is...
And eyelashes, just
and
like
eyelashes.
you.
And has he got blue eyes?
He does have blue eyes.
We are very possibly related.
Quite possibly. The same coloured beard, the sort of strawberry blondish kind of hair.
Ginger. Just because it changes colour over the years doesn't mean you're not a ginge. I will drop trow now and prove it to everybody.
Fire crotch. I have seen pictures of you younger and your hair has not gotten darker or lighter, my love.
It has, but anyway. Stop looking at pictures of me as a kid, you weirdo. Oliver Anthony, I want to go
I
home.
haven't seen a picture of you as a kid. I was talking when you were teenagers. You and your brother have showed me loads. Skinny, belinky, sort of awkward teenager.
I was a skinny teenager. I was lanky and skinny. And then just like fucking jacked. And then packed a bit of fat on top of it. Just for good measure. Right. 5 minutes in, we've not even...
I know, stop fat shaming.
Oliver Anthony, I want to go home. Let's get into it.
Well, if it weren't for my old dogs and the good Lord, they'd have me strung up in the psych ward. 'Cause every day living in this new world is one too many days to me. Son, we're on the brink of the next world war, and I don't think nobody's praying no more, and I ain't saying I know it for sure. I'm just down on my knees begging the Lord to take me home. I wanna go home. I don't know which road to go. It's been so long. I just know I didn't used to wake up feeling this way, cussing myself every damn day. There's always some kind of bill to pay. People just doing what the rich man say. I wanna go home.
Jesus, it's a sad one.
It is really. His reference to home, obviously, I was trying to work it out as I was listening to his lyrics.
Death,
but
isn't it?
no, I thought that at first, what I take from it is, especially when he talks about like, he remembers not waking up feeling shit. Like, I think you mentioned he was a struggling alcoholic and he's turned his life around.
I've read something recently that says that he was, I think, an alcoholic and then stopped drinking only like a month ago for, things to go crazy.
Yeah. So to me, I think his reference to home is a less stressful, complicated time in his life, because then he
Back
also
to
talks
his base level where he's content and happy.
Absolutely, because then he's talking about like rich people taking from the poor and struggling, and just life is so shit at the moment. He just wants to, and obviously no one's praying anymore.
I still think he's talking about like the eternal sleep. Yeah,
fair enough,
to be honest, but we've got loads of songs to go.
Yes.
I'm not religious whatsoever, but I definitely hear lyrics like that and sort of relate to it. There is sort of an element of, with how crazy the world seems to be going, that if a few more people found God, so to speak, lived a bit more righteously, then maybe things would level out a bit.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Like, obviously, I grew up, I was raised by nuns. I told you I went to a convent as a junior school, and then I went to a Catholic boarding school. And I'm not religious, but I don't discount what it does for society, and I don't discount that it's not possible. Yeah. Especially as a scientist, everything is possible until proven otherwise.
Do you know how many of those nuns are still there?
No, but oh my God.
Thank you.
Dad joke.
Here all night.
Road to go. It's been so long. I just know I didn't used to wake up feeling this way, cussing myself every damn day. There's always some kind of bill to pay. People just doing what the rich man say. I wanna go home.
Love the sound of that guitar.
It's beautiful.
Now 4 generations farming the ground. Grandson sells it to a man out of town, and 2 weeks later the trees go down. Only got concrete growing around. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I don't know which road to go. It's been so long. I just know I didn't used to wake up feeling this way, cussing myself every damn day. People have really gone and lost their way. They all just do what the TV say. I wanna go home. If it weren't for my old dogs and the good Lord, they'd have me strung up in the psych ward.
Love it.
I do. See, I think especially as when he talks about which path to take.
For what it shall profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul. Is that it? Didn't mean to interrupt you, sorry.
No, that's okay. But yeah, when he talks about not knowing which road to take, and then he's saying that many people have lost their way, to me, he is referring to home as being finding that stable base and using God to direct him.
I think you're right, actually.
Because when he talks about losing your way, because if you're lost, you're not at home, you're not who you are. Because especially in religion, they talk that your body is your temple and your home and your body is the home of God.
Yeah.
And how you treat your body is how you treat God. And so for me, that whole song is him saying, it's gone to shit and people are losing their way. I want to find home because I don't remember the last time I didn't feel this awful. There must be a way back and God can help me. And for me, that's what it fits in with.
I think you're probably right there, actually. Like towards the end, I started veering away from it being about death. At first I thought it was, because it very much sounded like going home is just returning back to the earth. But I think it's returning back to the earth in a different way. Going more holistic and people living off the land and community and things like that versus everything just being concreted over and people losing touch with the way we're supposed to live. I relate to that massively. Like,
I do.
You know, all
that battle of do I stay or do I go? And it's also like when he talks about like it's his dogs and God that are keeping him there and still on that search for home.
Yeah.
It was a really deep song.
It's like Afterlife, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where he's just about to end himself.
And he realises the dog is hungry. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
Absolutely amazing. Like, have you ever heard Noah Gunderson? It's a bit of a side note.
Doesn't ring a bell, no.
Did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
I watched the odd episode, but I didn't really get into it.
There was a song in that called Family, which I actually covered with Stacey on this channel, so you will have heard that song.
I probably have.
I sort of went down a rabbit hole of listening to him years ago, and there's quite a lot of like folky, bluegrassy, Americana sort of acoustic-y stuff. And although like he sounds so different, I'm not comparing him in how he sounds, but there's that similar feel of like a pure, can just be there with a guitar. Like with Noah Gunderson, it's him singing with a guitar and his sister playing violin sometimes, or the fiddle.
Cool.
And it's beautiful. And like I'm getting that same sort of vibe from this, it's very like stripped back and just pure. I like it.
I do. He's got an incredible voice. And like you said halfway through, that guitar, it's beautiful sounding.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there you go. He's knocked Ed Sheeran off the top of the most popular ginger poll.
So he should do.
I came in a close third.
I've never really... I mean, Ed Sheeran isn't my kind of thing.
But he's probably the world's most famous ginger. Prince Harry.
No, I was going to say Prince Harry's the most famous ginger. Yeah, he is. Come on. He was in the news for wearing a Nazi outfit.
Meghan was in the news this week, spotted not wearing a ring, out partying with her friends.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Being serious?
Yeah. Time to come home. Time to come home, Harry.
He's done. He abscended. He removed
himself.
It doesn't
matter.
They will not. They will not be. He'll be welcome back into their home, but he won't be a part of the royals.
The public will forgive.
The public will, but under royal tradition, he is not allowed back into that family.
Well, Oliver Anthony could just sneak in and just pretend he's been Prince Harry this whole time. Because all gingers look the same, apparently. Anyway, cheers for that one, guys. Absolute tune. I know for like a 2-minute 54-second song, this is almost a 20-minute reaction.
as in our tradition.
That's what you get with us. It's as simple as that. But make sure you like and subscribe. It does mean the absolute world to Office Bloke Dave over there. And I'm just here because I've just,
big jugs. Yeah.
Yeah, just to keep the viewer engagement.
And such an expressive face.
Yeah. No, that's expressive, actually, isn't it? Wait, can we...
They probably think that like the camera's frozen.
That's zero expression.
Right. I didn't think I could do zero expression. Hold on. No.
Cheers for that one, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.